You've no doubt got your opinion as to what the halo looks like, but let's now take a look at how it's affecting day-to-day life here at McLaren. And I'm joined by Chief Technical Officer Chassis, Tim Goss. Tim.
Morning, or afternoon.
Afternoon. We're upside down here in Australia. Talk to us about the halo, and I mean, to install it, how difficult is it?
It's a bolted structure, so it's got a single bolt at the front and a couple of bolts at the rear. So it's not a simple task to install, but it's not a huge overhead.
Have you had to beef up the chassis in any way to accommodate the halo?
Yes. So one of the major tasks that we had over the last year and the winter period was to prepare the chassis to get it ready to take the halo. And the load that the halo has to take, and hence the chassis, is equivalent to parking a London bus on the side of it. Or if you'd rather, it's the equivalent of 2 African elephants sitting on the side of your halo. So that gives you an impression of how strong we have to make the chassis and how tough and durable the chassis has to be.
That sounds like a lot of work. Have you had to change the infrastructure of the team to accommodate all that?
It's another device that has to be purchased, shipped around, installed on and off the car by the mechanic. So it's just another task that has to be accommodated within the preparation for races.
How is it affecting the drivers in a practical sense? I mean, getting in and out looks a bit of a task, but also pit stops. Have you had to make any changes to the traffic lights, for example?
Yes, so getting in and out of the car, then the drivers use a little step, it's another little thing. Even the practicalities of the mechanic doing up the driver's seat belts, then he has to lean over the halo to get to it. So that's just a small niggle, but to be honest, not too much of a problem. In terms of pit stops, then the gantry light obviously is something we've had to move around and experiment with, so that the driver gets the best view. Obviously, he's trying to pull up in the same place every time, so that the mechanics changing the wheels don't have to move around and change. But if he gets that a little bit wrong, then his view of the gantry light is not quite as good.
So there you go. It's a lot of work, but the boys here at McLaren are completely on top of it. Now I am going to go and get out of the rain.